Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I'm going to be doing the Capricorn daily energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not, especially since this is a general reading. So we have what you may be struggling with is the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. I feel like maybe you're not passionate about your work anymore, or about like what you're doing for work or your career. I feel like maybe you're not passionate about that anymore. It could be a relationship that you feel like you don't want to put the work into the relationship anymore. The advice from the tarot, we have the Two of Wands. Sounds like starting like on a new path. We have the Judgment card, which is awakening, renewal, and revival. And then we have the Eight of Cups, which is moving on, moving forward. The energy coming in is the Nine of Swords, taking control over your emotions and feelings and what you're focusing on and what you're stressing about, and to work on moving away from this Nine of Swords energy. And then we have the Chariot, moving forward and feeling like you're more in control of what's going on around you. All right, so I feel like what you're struggling with is that possibly, as I said in the beginning, take what resonates. So I feel that maybe you're holding yourself back in your career, or focusing on what you like to do for work, or what brings you, like, do you have a job where you're just like, it's just paying the bills, or is this a career that you want to follow through? Or have you changed your mind about what you want to do for work? I'm not really, I don't really feel like it has to do with the relationship. It could have to do with a relationship, that maybe you've lost interest in a relationship and you're no longer want to put the effort into a relationship, but like you're almost like you're holding yourself back about your true feelings. I feel like you're holding yourself back from this volcano, which I feel could represent that fire and that passion that you feel, right? Those things that make you excited, those things that get you excited. And I feel like you might be holding yourself back from following your heart's desire and really making an effort to have either a relationship or working at a job or a career that really makes you excited. I feel too many times people feel like work has to be something that is horrible, and that, you know, making money, because that's how you make money, and that's kind of giving money that negative energy and saying money is something that you have to have yourself, you know, you have to work at a job you don't like, and you have to work long hours, and you have to, I feel like it's giving money that negative energy. And I feel that when we make an effort to focus on the things that bring us enjoyment, yes, you can make money doing anything these days, especially with the internet. You know, there's so many platforms where you can use to create your own business and follow your passion and something that you love, or if you like working in a particular field. Like, I was watching the House of Dragons, and they have the show, The House That Dragons Built. So it's behind the scenes, and how they create all of like they create the world, that world, right? So you have to have people who design it. You have to have people who like make the costumes, people who like paint the walls and make the buildings and make all of like the books, or like everything that they have on set. Like, there's somebody who has to design that. I'm like, that would be such a cool job, like to be a set designer, right? And to be able to express your creative outlet, but to create this world. And like, doing something like that, I feel like wouldn't feel like it's a job, and it would be like following your passion, and it would be something that's exciting. And I feel like sometimes we have to make that effort. Yes, sometimes we have to have those jobs where it's just about making money, right? That it's just about, okay, at this, you know, but using that as a stepping stone, that right now it's just about making money, but it's going to get me towards something that is more exciting, right? Something that brings life into me, right? So I feel like for you, it's like maybe right now you have that job that is just making you money and paying the bills, but what else is it that you would like to focus on that ignites your passion, that it make, right? Don't hold yourself back anymore. Finding a way to make that job or that career come to life and happen for you. Because too many times I feel like we just give up and say, well, this is the way that it's supposed to be. Who says it's supposed to be that way, right? If you let it be that way, then you're choosing to let it be that way. But people can find ways to have their own business or work in a job or career that they enjoy and that they feel enjoyment for. It's up to you to pursue that, right? To hear that message is up for you to pursue those things that make you happy, that you feel that you're in control, right? And to hear that message is sometimes you have to leave something behind in order to work towards your dreams and goals, and that you have to change things up. It doesn't mean leave your current job. It could mean that working part-time, or focusing on your time off to pursue your dreams. I was watching the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader show last night on Netflix, and it was showing these girls that have full-time jobs, that they work full-time during the day, and at 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock at night, they are working out and they are cheering, right? And they do it because they love to do it, and that is one of their passions, and they do that they make time to make that happen because it's important to them. And I just really applauded them to be able to work a full-time job. There was one girl, she was an orthodontist, so she's seeing her patients and working the whole entire day, and then she goes over and then she's like, and they have a lot of workouts and they have to work really hard at that. And, there were other girls that were saying like they have long 14-hour days, and they do it because they're passionate about it, and it's important for them to have that experience in their lives. And sometimes I feel like we just have to step up to the plate and we just have to make things happen. And I feel like that's what's going on here with you, is that if there's something that you are passionate about, don't put it behind you, right? Don't leave that behind. Don't hold yourself back from finding your passions or your dreams or making things real or come true. And to take that opportunity to find a way to make things happen and leave behind that negativity, and to hear the message that if you want something to happen, you have to make it happen. You have to find that desire within yourself to explore it and make it happen. And the energy that wants to come in is get rid of the negativity, right? Take control over the negativity and the self-doubt and fight for what you believe in, right? To put your energy towards what you believe in and what you want to have happen. Don't settle because people say that you're supposed to have a job that you hate, right? And that you just have to do something that you don't like just to pay the bills, and give money that negative connotation. Give money, that's just a tool to get to where you want to be, right? Give money a positive connotation, that when you say money, you're like, oh, that's so exciting because that gives me that opportunity to do something that I love and also be able to support myself and to pay my bills, and to give money a positive thing instead of it feeling like something that is always out of reach, always out of grasp, something that takes a lot of work and makes you feel sad and makes you feel tired and makes you feel horrible. Giving it something that helps to motivate you, right? So to take control over that 9 of Swords energy. It's all about how you perceive it and what you do with that information moving forward, taking control of your thoughts about this situation, whether it's your career or money. I feel like it's more career or money oriented, about following your passion. And I feel like this represents your passion, that you're giving up on something, working on something that you are passionate about. And to hear the message that sometimes you have to start fresh and you have to take the lead in a situation and drive that bus, walk away from the negativity, but take control and fight for what you're passionate about. So let's grab a animal oracle. Sometimes we just need to hear that message. Sometimes we just need to hear, that it's go for it, right? It's make it happen. I mean, especially like I said, with social media, there's so many different ways to follow your passion and to make a living at it. Yes, it's going to take time. It takes consistency. It has to be something that you're passionate about, right? It has to be something that you want to follow long term. It's not a temporary thing. It's something that you have to be passionate about and keep up with. Ah, perfect. Sing your own song. Again, what are you passionate about, right? Sing your own song. Do you? That just kind of came out. Do you? When you do you, life is amazing, right? Life is happy. Life is good. When you do you, life is good. You're singing your own song. You're pursuing what is important to you. That gives you enjoyment and happiness, and you feel like you have control, freedom over your life, right? Breaking the chains. I love it. I love when the cards come out and they just clarify and reiterate what I've just said, is breaking the chains of what right here, right? See how this card right here, like she has chains. You break those chains, right? Don't wait for someone else to break the chains. You break the chains. Break the chains of what people say it's supposed to be, right? Like what work is supposed to be, right? Or what you're supposed to do. Be creative. Find that way to make things happen that bring back your passion and excitement. Like I love reading tarot cards. I love it. I love giving the messages. It fulfills me within myself. And if I can help one extra person, make their day a little better, then that's even better. And it's just like, finding your passion and finding a way. I kind of wish I was, I had all these opportunities or like all of these social media outlets when I was like a teenager, because I totally would have taken advantage of all this. I just feel so, happy for all of, I thought I had heard somewhere that they're like teaching like social media classes in school now. Like they're teaching it to the young kids and how to have a YouTube channel or social media channel and all that kind of stuff, and how to, kids just at young ages these days are making their businesses, starting their businesses so young, or getting into that business. And I feel like, they need to teach that at school about business and about, figuring out, because I don't know, do people still have checkbooks? Your bank account, right? Showing my age. Balancing, paying bills, figuring things out, and having more classes like that. I don't have any kids in school right now, so I don't know what they're teaching, but I think that's really important. And I think that's really, really great. And opening up those opportunities for those creative, kids that want to branch out on their own and start businesses now. I think that's so cool, but you're never too old. I mean, look at me, I'm 58. So, I'm doing my thing, and I love that. Like, and there's other people who have started channels, my age or older. So it's just this, the chances of opportunities to starting a business. And there's so much information out there too. Yes, it can become overwhelming, but there's so much information and so many people that are willing to give good information for you to follow through with and to learn from, that it's just grab the opportunity, right? Freedom, breaking the chains, freedom to sing your own song, to do what's important to you. Don't let the self-doubt get in the way. Seek seclusion. So I feel like it's take some time to yourself and think this through, right? If this really struck a chord with you, or this really, made sense to you, and it's something that you want to pursue or you want to look into, I would say go for it, right? I would say seek seclusion. It doesn't mean seclusion doesn't mean you have to go, totally by yourself, but I feel like it's have that alone time and think it through, right? That if you have a favorite coffee shop or something that you like to go to, and find a comfy seat and, take a notebook or take your computer or have your phone and just write these notes down and say, well, what am I passionate about? Well, what would, if my life could be anything that it could be without, right? Just not worrying about how I get there, but if it could be the way that I want it to be, what would it look like, right? What would it be? What would it consist of? Where would I work? How would I make money? Where would I live? right? And so how do I make that happen? That's your answer. And how do you make it happen? Oh, a year from now, look at that. A year from now, when you focus on singing your own song and you break the chains, right? And you focus on what is, you take the lead and you focus on what is important to you. You let go of self-doubt. A year from now, things could be totally different, right? You could be living the life that you've always wanted to live. It could be the way that you want it to be, or you could be well on your way to making that happen. A year from now, there could be really big changes. We have never-ending story, and I feel like don't get caught in the never-ending story. Don't get caught in this energy over here of constantly going around in circles, of feeling frustrated, of feeling like you're letting yourself down, of accepting what, you know, you feel you're supposed to do. Is especially with Capricorn, like Capricorn, I feel is good about thinking outside of the box. Yes, we like tradition, and yes, we like to follow, but I also feel that I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising. I feel like Capricorn does like to push the boundaries, you know, like I've said many times before, as I see that goat that's climbing the mountain, right? That it's chose not to take the easy route to be on land, right? But to live on a mountain. That's kind of how I see it. And to take that challenge of living on a mountain where most would not venture, but to challenge themselves enough to live on that mountain and make it work, and to not only survive, but to thrive. So I feel like Capricorn likes to have a challenge, and this is a challenge for you, right? And to not repeat that never-ending story. But I also feel that Capricorn can get into that never-ending story of, and it does take some energy and some effort to break free from that. But, you know, it's up to you to break free from that energy. We have door to personal healing and happiness. I absolutely love that. That's what you're pursuing in this reading, is door to personal healing and happiness. To heal yourself, to sing your own song, to break the chains, to set yourself free, to not be in this energy here of holding on to things and to overthinking things, but to just start, you know, like setting yourself free here, right? Not hold yourself back anymore. Why hold yourself back? Why are you holding yourself back? It's time to set yourself free. And you have the power to do that. And that's what you have to believe in, right? You're choosing the path and directions that you want to go on and embracing that. Let's grab light. There we go. Number 19. And we have the Sun card. Bring the light, right? Focus on the light, focus on the happiness, focus on the door to personal healing and happiness. What does that mean to you? Is that door to personal healing and happiness? What does that mean to you? Right? If you were singing your own song, what does that look like? That's what I was saying over here, is if you could have your life any way that you wanted it, what does that look like? Focus on that. Look into how do you make that happen? Believe in that, right? Don't give up on that. Let's grab a fortune reading card, and we have key. You are the key. You are the key. You have the key within you. All right. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past, right? Ready to let go of the past. You have to let go of the past. Even if you attempted it before. I mean, look at me. I've had this channel for, I want to say 6 years. And I haven't really been dedicated to it, and I'll do it for a while, and then something will happen, and then I lose confidence, and then I give up on it, and then I come back to it because it's my passion, and because I keep coming back to it. And I feel that when I'm not doing it, it's a part of my life that's missing. It's become a part of my life. But I also, doing the readings have become a part of my life, but being consistent and believing in myself, that was kind of lacking. But I feel like I have that now. I feel like I have that confidence. I feel like I have a schedule down. I feel like I don't want to give this up, and that I want to see this through. And this is my long term. You know, I'm hoping that this is my long-term business, that not only do I get to do this, right? Which I said, doing something that you enjoy, but also having that be able to support you financially and to pay your bills and to give you that financial freedom. So that's what I am hoping that this will be, and I believe it will be, but I have to put in the work and the effort to it, and I have to believe that this will happen this time around, right? That you have to take those chances. And if something doesn't work, then try something else. And I think what really helped me was starting that second channel. And that is really what kind of got me on track. I had a lot of stuff that has happened in the last year. So it's really opened my eyes to a lot of things. I've also been able to release a lot of energy that I felt was holding me back. But I was always trying to make myself better. And I feel like within the last year, there was a big shift with that. And I feel like it's really changed. So you're the key. You hold the key to the door to personal healing. You hold the key to open this door. I love it. So let's put that there. So just remember that. You hold the key to open up this door. I love it. How those have come together. And that's what you have to remind yourself. It's all about your perspective and how you see things and pursuing things and the energy and the effort that you take, right? Take that time for yourself to sort things through. And what chains are it that you need to break that you're holding yourself back from? And what does it mean to sing your own song? All right. I love it. I love this message. It's so exciting and so motivating. I love it. Don't get caught up in the never-ending story. Like, that's the card that sticks out like the most. Like, it's like, don't get caught in the never-ending story of going around in circles and things aren't working for you. Break those chains. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated because you're helping me with my dream and reaching my goals. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.